morning, guys. Today I'm having my very first GJ tube replacement where I'm awake. So it's going to be done in interventional radiology versus endoscopically. So they put me to sleep, used an endoscopy to replace it. I'm going to be awake this time. This is going to be my, I think, third tube replacement since I got my surgical tube in September. And I've had non-stop problems with it. If you've been following my channel, it's really hard for me to hold my arm up like this, guys. I'm gonna find somewhere else to sit. I've had non-stop problems with my tube. At first it got infected, and then the tube was too big, and then it was like backing up in my stomach, and then it flipped up in my stomach, then I got my button, and then my button got lodged in my abdominal wall, and then I got my long tube, and after like 3 weeks of having my long tube broke. But I was like, there's no way, and these tubes are supposed to last for up to like 6 months to a year, so I was like really bummed, and I was like, no, I'm not having it replaced right now. So if you don't know, the tip of like an extension broke off and got lodged inside of my tube, and no matter what we tried, we couldn't get it out. So they said, okay, you need to have your tube replaced, and I was like, no, I just had it replaced 3 weeks ago, I'm not doing that. So I have been taping on all the extensions, and that doesn't really work very well because then they fall off and they leak, and I wake up covered in formula all the time. Like, it leaks so much that hardly a day goes by where it hasn't like exploded somewhere. So I'm just like, okay, I can't take it anymore. So we called and they're like, okay, you have to have it done in interventional radiology. So I'm like, oh, I'm really nervous about that. I've never had it done before. I've always been asleep, and I've heard from some people that it really hurts and others that it's not that bad. So I don't know. I take you guys along on all of my feeding tube adventures. I'm gonna take you guys with me and see how this goes. They are gonna give me like nitrous oxide, or the laughing gas, which they gave me when I had my PICC line, and I don't remember anything from after they gave me that, so hopefully it goes smoothly. I had to turn off my feeds at 7:15 this morning. They have to make an exception for me because they wanted me to turn my feeds off at 5 or 6, I think, 5 or 6:15. But I was allowed to keep them going for a little bit longer because of my blood sugar issues. So I just turned my feeds off a little while ago, and I'm getting ready for the hospital, and we have to leave in about 45 minutes. So this is what my old tube looks like. The little piece is stuck in there.
How did it get broken?
When I was trying to take a connector off, it just snapped and got stuck.
So you were being rough with it and handling it, monkey.
Yeah, with my gorilla strength. There we go. That used to say gastric and jejunal. It just smells like chapstick.
You just get
So the new tube's all in and working good. It's nice and shiny. There's actually words on it again. And we got to keep the old tube, which is really gross right now, but I'm gonna boil it and put it in Terry because I got my tube in September and he still doesn't have one. So I'm gonna do that. Total, it took like 10 minutes. It was really fast. Well guys, my tube is replaced and working, and no tape, which I already said in the car, which is very nice. I need to actually tape my tube down. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The only part that was uncomfortable, well, it wasn't comfortable, but the only part that was like painful was when they went to take the old tube out, because like the radiologist kind of showed you, the balloon didn't deflate all the way, which is pretty normal from what I've heard, and so it really hurt when they took it out. That made me yell a little bit, but other than that, it was really easy. The whole thing took like 10 minutes. I was off in La La Land with the nitrous oxide, so I was confused the whole time. Anyways, we were kind of joking around about Facebook Living the whole thing. Like, he's like, oh, should we, because I gave him my camera and I said like, hey, if you want to film, like, here's how you do it. And he's like, should we Facebook Live the whole thing? And I was like, no. Yes. So we Facebook Lived the entire thing, and it was so fun. My dad is just a bunch of fun. He's the best dad. I'm home now. I'm not even really that sore. I'm a little sore around my, like, the stoma, but honestly not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I was expecting to come home and like just lay down for the rest of the evening. I'm fine. So now here's the old tube. I'm going to boil it and then we're gonna put it in terry. Tube soup, anyone? Just kidding, that'd be nasty. All right, I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit and then we'll put it in terry. So this is Terry. I've showed you guys to him in other videos. I got him a few years ago, and this is like the world's saddest little teddy bear. He looks pretty sickly. It's like 7 months that I've had a GJ tube, and he has yet to have one. All right, teddy bear surgery, let's go. I'm actually gonna fill up his balloon with air, not water, in case it were to pop and then he doesn't like get moldy or something on the inside. See, that's how it doesn't come out, is the balloon. Then tighten it. And we'll tape it down like we tape mine. Yay, Terry, you now have everything I have. We gotta tape this stuff down.
Good job.
There you go. So thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey with me. I like to take you guys on all my feeding tube adventures so that, I don't know, it helps show you guys what I go through. And it can help other people who are going through the same thing or know someone who's going through the same thing. And go check out the Facebook Live video if you want to see the whole thing. So give this video a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!